In 2025, something remarkable happened on GitHub. TypeScript became the single most used language on the entire platform, passing Python and passing JavaScript itself. It is not a niche add-on anymore. Start a new project in Next, Angular, Svelte, or Astro, and they hand you TypeScript by default. You do not even opt in. The frameworks you reach for, the libraries you install, the jobs you want, they all speak it now. So the only question left is, what is the language your tools already speak? That is the promise of TypeScript. A second language, spoken only at compile time, that describes the shape of your data and proves your code fits it before it ever runs. Think of it as a teacher hovering over your shoulder, underlining your mistakes in red pen as you type. When Airbnb adopted it, they found a third of the bugs they had shipped could have been caught this way. We are going to learn all of it, from the very first install to types that compute. 17 chapters, from the basics to inference. Let's take the first step. Where did TypeScript even come from? Back in 2012, Microsoft hit a wall. JavaScript codebases were growing into the millions of lines, and nobody could tell what shape any value had. So Anders Hejlsberg, the mind behind C#, built a layer on top, TypeScript. Not a new language to replace JavaScript, but a lens placed over it. So how much of JavaScript does it actually change? None of it. TypeScript is a strict superset. Every single JavaScript file you have ever written is already valid TypeScript. Picture the set of all JavaScript programs sitting entirely inside the larger set of TypeScript programs. It does not give you new loops or new syntax. It just lets you write the same JavaScript far more precisely by adding one thing: type annotations. And the moment those annotations exist, what can the compiler suddenly do for you? It can catch your mistakes before they ship. Write const n : number equals the string oops, and TypeScript stops you cold. A string is not assignable to a number. That red squiggle appears on your screen at compile time, not at midnight in front of a user. A whole class of bugs would never make it out the door. But browsers and Node only understand JavaScript. So what happens to all these types? They vanish. The compiler, TSC, reads your annotations, checks every one of them, and then strips them all away, emitting plain ordinary JavaScript. The code you ship is 100% JavaScript. The types were purely for the compiler. You get the safety while you write, and pay nothing when it runs. TypeScript is a development tool. So where can you actually run the result? Just about everywhere JavaScript already lives. And that is a lot further than the browser. React, Vue, Angular, Svelte, Node. Every major framework ships first-class TypeScript support. React Native carries it into the phone in your pocket. Node, Deno, and Bun run it on the backend. And the JavaScript it compiles to has gone all the way to space. The touchscreens astronauts use to fly SpaceX's Dragon capsule run on it. And NASA drives rovers across Mars and plans missions to the moon from consoles built on the very same web stack. Learn it once, and it follows you from the browser to your phone to the server to orbit itself. Convinced? Then let's set it up. What's the very first command? One line with your package manager. npm install -bigd TypeScript. That -bigd installs the compiler as a development dependency, a tool you build with, that never ships to the browser. JavaScript came with your machine. TypeScript you add yourself. With the compiler in hand, where does the code go? Into a file ending in .ts. Here is hello.ts, const name, : string, equals the text world, then a console log. Everything but that colon string is plain JavaScript. Proof of the superset. The colon string is the one new thing, a promise that name will always hold a string. Now, how do we turn this into something a browser can run? Run the compiler on it. tsc hello.ts. It type checks the file and writes hello.js right beside it. Open them side by side and notice the annotation is gone. It was only ever for the compiler. One command in, runnable JavaScript out. But a real project has many files and many options. How do we configure all of it at once? With a single file at the root, tsconfig.json. Think of it as a roadmap for the compiler. Inside, target picks your JavaScript version and strict flips on every safety check at once. Do not be intimidated by the dozens of other options. Nobody memorizes them all. Set strict to true, and the whole project obeys. That is setup. Done. Where does the real type system begin? Right at the foundation. We have cleared our first milestone. You can already install TypeScript, write it, compile it, and configure it. That is no small thing. Now the real fun begins. I will see you in the next chapter. Let's go.